What does it mean, Nyamba Moya? Is it 9? Yes. And Tume is 10. No? Well, what's Tume?
The name of a person.
A name of a person. And Nyamba Moya?
One house.
One house. Yeah. You see, I'm the worst. You are much better than me. Keep studying, please. Welcome everybody to Makanzani village. I'm here with Mr. Mele, which in Italian mele means apples. Fantastic. Mr. Mele is the head teacher of the school of this village. This school is called the Makanzani Primary School, and check out the incredible view. A goat. Very nice. And we do have also the Makanzani Nursery School. And now we are gonna go see the rest of the compound. Well, what is this one? Is it a mango tree?
Yes, it's a mango tree.
Very beautiful. At the moment they are renovating the nursery. And this class is used by the kindergarten, right?
It's used by the kindergarten.
So what happened to the nursery class?
You see, in this country, we are now calling it a pre-primary section. So we have two classes of the pre-primary.
Okay.
Yeah. So from there, they move to grade 1.
Okay.
So that is the education system here in Kenya today.
Okay. So guys, I was so ignorant. I was convinced that a nursery school, it meant a school for people that wanted to work as a nurse.
No.
But
nursery
actually,
school is the pre-primary.
That's the primary, the kindergarten over here.
Kindergarten in your country. From here, the children come to primary school. They enroll in grade 1 up to the grade 6, where they do their exam, and then they go to high school.
Currently, the students that they were supposed to be there, they are moved to one of these compounds.
Yes, one of these buildings.
Because you are renovating.
Yes.
And this is a public school.
Yes, this is a public
100% public school.
Yes, 100%
That's super important, because lately I'm getting invited to make videos about schools everywhere, but they are private. Sometimes they feel like a scam.
Yes.
But this is public. This is very important to me. And students here, they don't have to pay a fee. They can go to school for free, right?
No, education in this country is free.
You are paid by the government, and the government is paying for the food for the children. They are paying for everything.
Yes, they're paying for the children and paying for everything.
Okay, that's super important. Jumbo. That's incredibly important to me. Until 1984, this was the building of the school.
This is the foundation that is remaining for the first school that was started, or the first building of the school when it was started.
You told me that at the start, all the roofs of the school, they were using the plants.
Initially, all the buildings were touched in Makuti, and that recommendation was put forward by the Rotarians. Were simple because the parents could support that, because you see the touches which are made by parents in the village here, and everyone knows how to make them. So it was easy for the parents to repair the roofs, because these are made from local available materials.
After the 1984, the Rotarians found the money, got some donation, and they started building the buildings over there.
And later on, when Makuti became very expensive, then later on the parents could not afford. That's when the government came in, they decided to change the Makuti thatch into iron sheets you are seeing over there.
In the 80s, when the school was built, how many students did you have?
Around 60, because when the school is starting, normally people are very skeptical. Some of them will refuse to take the children to school, and therefore there were around 60 students on. So right now we have almost 400.
That's amazing. It's becoming a very trusted school.
Yeah, the school has grown.
And one thing I learned is the Rotary Club helped building the school, but they actually gave it to the government.
Yes. Initially the community started the school, then the Rotarians came as donors, then handed over the school to the government. But of course, when the school was started by the community, usually they hand it to the government. So whoever donor comes helps to develop the school, but then the school remains owned by government. Yes.
The other day I shot a video, and then I realized the school was private, and it didn't feel right to me. Now I'm very happy to see a public school that is maintained by the government, where children have free education, free food, and you guys are actually paid. That's super important. We are here in front of the buildings. Which one was the first one that was built?
They are put up at the same time, just like what they are doing now. Somebody was contracted to put up the buildings, and then they were finished at the same time, and then the children just get walked in.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And this is the building that the government made?
Yes, this is recently the 2018-2019 project. This was 2019.
Oh, okay, I can see. Super new.
It's very neat building.
Because the school is getting bigger and bigger, and the government decided to invest in the
Yes, to
school.
invest in the school also.
I love that Kenya has free education, so
Yeah.
all the children they have possibilities to reach a higher level in society. What does it mean, Makanzi? No, Makanzani I know, but what's written here? Because it seems Italian. Like why is it written in Italian? Arci Nuova Resistenza Macherio.
The tank is a project that was brought to us by AMREF Kenya.
Okay.
AMREF stands for African Medical Research Foundation. They were also sponsoring some items in schools, especially water harvesting from the roof.
Ah, you get it from the roofs.
Being a research foundation interested in medicine, and interested in water project is simple because water actually is very important, especially when it comes to matters of health.
Or you use it for showers
we normally treat it for drinking, but if it's washing for the toilets and whatnot, it just goes. We just use it.
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Yes.
That's a really nice idea to catch.
Yes.
They're using it as a storage because they have the new buildings. Here is the blackboard. I really like these desks. They are super resistant. They will never die.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay. No problem. Good morning to you. How are you? Thank you, and sit down. Sit down. Thank you.
Asante sana.
Mmefurahia kuona wageni eh? Yes. So wamekuja kuwasalimia. Nyinyi mnawaambia nini? They say welcome.
Asante. What are you studying today? Swahili.
Yes, they are learning Swahili.
I am the worst student of Swahili. What does it mean, Nyamba Moya? Is it 9? Yes. And Tume is 10. No? What's Tume?
It's name of a person.
A name of a person. And Nyamba Moya?
One house.
One house. Yeah. You see, I'm the worst. You are much better than me. Keep studying, please. That's grade 2?
That's grade 2, yes.
Okay.
This is grade 1.
This one is grade 1.
This is now is grade 3.
Grade 1, grade 3. Well, here they are having a break. Like, do you do sports?
Yeah, they are having a break. But now, because of COVID-19, there's not much activity.
Not much activity?
Yes, not much activity.
But the village probably has no COVID case here.
No, we have not had any around here in the village. So,
never had a COVID case for sure.
So we feel safe.
They're a bit shy in this school, all the kids.
Yeah, a bit shy.
But okay, so Rotary came here, built these 5 buildings. That's the Rotary logo.
As you can see, that is the Rotary logo. And the Rotarians have been here for close to 30 years. And that's why we have all these developments we are having around here.
I have a question regarding Rotary. You are the expert. In this case, it's made by Kenyans, because you're Kenyan. So the funds, they might come from outside, but the people taking care of it are all Kenyans, right?
Basically, there are many Rotary clubs in Kenya. Rotary is an international organization. I belong to the Rotary Club of Mombasa. This project has been handled by a subsidiary committee called the Community Service, which is chaired by Mr. Pasta.
Okay.
And he's done a wonderful job.
By the way, I'm Italian. Pasta, you know, it's one of my favorite dishes ever.
But that is the name, so you will never forget that name. He has done from the nursing home, the nursery school, which was done by the Inner Wheel, and the Rotary Club of Mombasa. So we try and give our time, effort, connections to help our society and our community here.
This is the amazing part. You are locals supporting your community.
That's right.
It's not foreigners coming here and deciding everything.
We will never say no to any good that is being shared.
Yeah.
So we like to share goodness, and we do accept goodness, whether it is in material value or in kind also. So even someone wishing good for this place is acceptable, and it's very positive.
Fantastic, thank you.
Thank you.
Rotary Club of Mombasa, Makanzani School Project, 93. Fantastic.
Yeah, so now we are back
Almost
at
30 years.
Makanzani,
Yeah.
So we have come now, we are back here to do, of course, refurbishment of the whole school. We have started, if you look in the distance there, in the background,
Yeah, the blue one.
the blue one there, we are now onto a new project where we want to do IT classes, plus we want to do home science lab, which will have home sciences including sewing and others that the school will identify, and we will assist them where need be to complement the services at the school.
That's the building, the new building from the government. Maybe I'll show inside just a second.
I came here, I saw a snake on top here.
Yeah, you saw a snake on the top.
I will share you the picture.
Oh,
Saturday?
Yeah, last week.
last week. So the main difference between the other buildings is that the walls are closed and you can close the windows. But apart from that, here is the new roof, and this is the last years of the school.
Yeah, this is
Last grades.
Yes, this is the last grade of the school.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. So we are leaving the last grade. This is the last class before joining high school. Over here they decided to, how you call it, digital literacy.
According to the new curriculum, children are digitally literate, and they can use computers and to communicate or access information in computer.
Because they don't know how to do that, the guys from Rotary, they decided to build a computer lab and home, how you call it?
Home science.
Home science room. So it's gonna be one side they're gonna have computers to try, use and learn life skills.
Practical life skills.
Okay, like can you make us some example?
Of course, like you can do stitching and tailoring, domestic arts, cooking, culinary, stuff like that. Education of what to expect as you go ahead in life, like you from primary school you're going to a high school, or indeed from high school to a university, what is expected of you. There are two gentlemen behind it. One is the club president.
Okay.
We have the club president for Rotary Club of Mombasa, Mr. Abdul Hamid Abu, and we have our chairman of the community committee, Mr. Abdul Ghafoor Pasta. These two gentlemen are the kingpins. Then we have over 100 Rotary Club members who are rooting for this project, who have given in one way or the other, and there are many more from all over the world who have donated.
So let's go check this inside. They are still building it, but the important thing is that during the last years of primary school, or how I call it, elementary and middle school, they'll be able to learn computer skills and life-saving skills. Let's call them like this. Sasa. Here is a blackboard. They are building the, how you call them in English? I never remember.
The tiles.
The tiles. Yes. So this class is gonna look very, very nice. Also windows, roof, everything needed. And let's check the computer class.
These are two rooms. One of them will be like a central room to handle the switches and the routers and the IT part, maybe hold the server. The other room will be converted into an office or a teacher's room where resources are also kept and shared, who will be controlling this area. If you look around on the wall.
Oh, yes. You're preparing the electricity.
And next to it, we are providing the local area network. So everywhere we'll have along the walls computers.
I have a question. How do you get electricity here in the village?
Okay, we have recently got Kenya Power and Lighting.
Okay.
Thanks to Mr. Pastor, because he managed to get the company to listen to him and to get it down here. But it is also unreliable because it goes out a lot.
Okay.
So what we have done here, we have put a changeover switch, a two-way. We will be putting solar as well. The solar has been kindly donated also by Mr. Nabil.
Okay.
Mr. Nabil is a Rotary member of a different club, but he is a donor here as well.
Okay. To me, it is just fantastic. Everything donated directly to
The school.
to the public school, and you have no ownership. Everything is of the government. That's fantastic. Also, from this roof, the water will be collected and brought over here to the toilet. The running water will be super useful. Just behind the school, I'm gonna show you the current toilet. which is an urinatori. If I was a kid, I would probably run behind the tree instead of going there, but okay. Look at this background just behind the toilets. It's amazing.
Normally the government brings money into the public primary schools based on the number of children that enroll in those schools. So there is a problem with this formula of capitation, because smaller schools don't get as much money to do their development. So a school like Makanzani Primary School has problems because of a small enrollment. So normally the money that comes from the government is very small, and it takes very long before we could complete the projects. That's why we really appreciate the work of Rotary Club of Mombasa, because of the kind of work that the kind of assistance that they are bringing to us, and we really appreciate. They have been here for many years, and as I am made to know, is that they will be here with us for many years to come.
Look how much space to play football before or after COVID, or when the cameras they do not see. Here we are going into the head teacher's room. That's when you found the snake. Wow. Hello, head teacher. Hard work for success. I totally agree with it, 100%.
I'm Madam Diana Wanika. I'm the head teacher of the school.
You smile a lot. You're happy here.
I like to leave this place better than I found it. All of us are trained as teachers. So my main work here is to teach, to empower the pupils, and to make sure that by the time maybe I leave this place, I should leave it better than I found it.
As you can see, all the books are brought by the government. They are not for sale. So the government is providing the school with the books they need.
Yes.
Makanzani Primary School, thanks to the help of Rotary, they do have a great foundation. These kids, hopefully, they are going to have a bright future. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Keep reading and believe in your dreams. Ciao.
Ciao.
By the way, Rotary has built here also a nursing home. Practically they do have their own hospital inside this village. Incredible job.